Welcome to the Olympus Report, Demigods, Monsters, and Gods Alike. Big news all around. Before we get to Percy Jackson, let's talk the Kane Chronicles. As we know, the Kane Chronicles adaptation was picked up by Disney after Netflix dropped it. At Netflix, it was meant to be a 3-movie series. But Rick has confirmed that Disney will be adapting it into a TV show just like Percy Jackson. I am a big fan of this. I believe that shows just allow for more time, and the Kane Chronicles is a series filled with so much detail. So I really feel that this format will help the adaptation stay loyal to the book. And hopefully soon we can get some casting news. Ideally, Carter and Sadie. Okay, now let's move on to Percy Jackson. But before we get to the TV show, let's first talk books. Rick has given us a little more information on what we can expect from the 3rd book that follows Chalice of the Gods and Wrath of the Triple Goddess. Here's what Rick had to say. Well, it'll be a quest, obviously from another god to get a recommendation letter. Right now I can't tease much more than that, other than you're going to see some characters come back from the past that we haven't seen in quite a while. And it might be quite the shakeup for Percy. This sounds super promising, and I think it fixes 2 of my biggest issues that I had with the first 2 books. One, if they're going on a quest, it's going to help the story feel bigger and more like a traditional Percy Jackson story that we've come to know and love. And 2, my biggest issue with Wrath of the Triple Goddess was how Rick failed to use his other characters. It made certain parts of the story feel empty. So if Rick really is bringing back old characters, I think it could really help this story feel more rounded. But now let's move on to some TV show news. Percy Jackson had its own section at D23 Brazil. The setup was designed to look like a cabin at Camp Half-Blood and the Met Museum, which features Percy, Annabeth, and Grover's names. Super cool, and I'm super jealous of the fans that got to see it and take really cool pictures with it. But the biggest news was announced at the Percy Jackson panel. Leah, Walker, and Arian, Percy, Annabeth, and Grover took to the stage digitally to share some news on how filming of Season 2 is going. The cast is actually coming to us from the set of Percy Jackson Season 2, and they're sitting in front of a miniature model of the Chariot Coliseum. We can't see much, but we can definitely see that it's going to have very tall columns. Arian mentioned that Daniel Dimer, who's playing Tyson, and Tamara Smart, who's playing Thalia, fit right into the cast. And Leah said how exciting it is to be filming with Daniel. He is absolutely killing it as Tyson, and she can't wait for all of us to see his performance as the Cyclops. Walker then shared that they're currently filming a really big scene, the entrance to the Sea of Monsters when they take on Scylla and Charybdis. Walker said this.
The Scylla and Charybdis scene when we are entering the Sea of Monsters, and you guys are in for a treat. It's huge.
It definitely sounds like they've dialed up the action and just the pure scale of Season 2, and I cannot wait to see it on the screen. The cast also then showcased some special props from the show. Leah had her dagger and Walker had Riptide, which we've seen before. Although Walker did have this to say about Riptide this season.
As you can see, it's a little bit longer this season because we grew a little bit.
But Arian brought something we haven't seen before, Grover's panpipes. And I am so happy to see that Grover will finally have them. And to Half-Bloods, we also got some really big casting news. Andrea Day has been cast as Athena in Percy Jackson and the Olympians Season 2. And the first thing that came to my mind is how much she looks like Leah. This is definitely where Annabeth got her fierce beauty from. I cannot wait to see what she brings to this character. Here's the message she had for the fans of the show.
Hi Percy Jackson fans, Andrea Day here. I'm thrilled to be joining the amazing cast of Percy Jackson and the Olympians as Athena, the Greek goddess of wisdom. I can't wait to bring her to life and work alongside such talented actors. Stay tuned for this epic journey, y'all.
Now, something to point out, Athena technically is not in the Sea of Monsters, so perhaps this is a hint at added scenes or extensions in Season 2. A lot of news on all fronts and a lot to be super excited about if you're a Riordanverse fan. What did you think about the news? Let me know down below. But until next time, that's all I've got for you. So I'm signing off, and please, as always, stay safe.